Okay, I have 2 seconds in the car before my husband and son get back in. And I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Okay, who wants to sponsor? Who feels like sponsoring hard? Me. That's how I was in the beginning. It was really hard. Nobody listened to me. Nobody would message me back. They would ignore me. They would tell me it was a scam. It was a pyramid scheme. You don't have to pay for a job. All that kind of stuff. I could not sponsor in the beginning. So one thing in the beginning of the business really changed things up for me, and it was watching a video that talked about how we overwhelm them with too much stuff. We word vomit on them. So here's the deal. You're saying too much. You're overwhelming them. When somebody comes to me and they say one of two things, they're going to say, hey, I want to sell that makeup. I'm interested in that. I go, oh, okay, great. Are you ready? Or do you have some questions? That's it. Or if they say, hey, I'm interested in that, I'll say, oh, okay, great. Do you have some questions or are you ready? If they say to me, let me think, hold on, of my other circumstance. If they say to you, hey, how's that work or something like that, or they say, I'll just say, okay. If they'll say like, hey, how does it work? How's, whatever they say to you, I'll say, this is all I'll say. I'll say, well, all I do is sell makeup, talk about makeup and sell it on Facebook. I said, I sell makeup on Facebook. No, that's not what I say. I'm sorry. I was not thinking. I say, very simply, I say, well, all I do is sell makeup on Facebook and teach other women how to do it now too. That's it. That's it. Keep it very simple. She actually, the lady, when I heard her video, what she said was, she actually said, she just told them, okay, it's $99 to join. Here's my link. I used to do that and it would work. When we overwhelm them and we start telling them about the comp plan and getting paid every 3 hours and no shipping and no parties and the mission and how, all these things, we overwhelm them, things we're excited about. They're not ready for that yet. They're not asking for that. And when you go back and you give them this long paragraph, they're probably like, now they're like me. When you open up a message and it's long, you're just like, ugh, and you close it and you don't even read it. And maybe one day they might go back to it and read it if they're interested. But the point is, you leave it short and sweet so that you just hook them and reel them back in for some more. That's what you do. And it works every time. I sell makeup on Facebook and now I teach other women how to do the same thing. Or when they say, hey, I'm interested in that, I always say, okay, are you ready to join or do you have specific questions? That way you can answer their specific questions. Just don't ever say too much at one time. That's it. That's how I sponsor.